Boom, 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 boom. Hello. Hello, hello. Hey, what's going on? Keenan, thank you for joining. Keenan, you're the first one I joined, by the way. I just want you to know. Hey, everybody. I'm at home right now. I'm getting ready to go out for dinner with my family, but the wife is getting ready. So I wanted to go ahead and show off some of my CGCs that I got for you, actually for me, but I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm going to be going through about 49, 50 of these. So if you want to, just go ahead and stay on. If not, leave a comment, share it with a friend, or forward along to a friend who's starting to collect. I don't have many, so this is my Dark Knights 3 Master Race, issue 1. This is Andy Kubert cover. I love this thing. I love how it's just the light of Batman's reflection off of his cape that is being shown in this. I love this cover. And this is obviously Jim Lee's Batman number 614. This is from the Hush series. This right here is a great read. If you don't have this book, if you don't have this in the collection, telling you go pick up the graphic novel, go pick up Hush. Both of these are all 9.8. For the majority, I have only 9.8, except with a few exceptions for older books. But for the majority, these are all 9.8. So I'm going to take this guy out, put him to the side, get my next book out for you guys so you can check it out. Here is Batman 22 Lenticular. Here is Flash 22 Lenticular cover. These were from the great guys at IG Comic Store. If you don't see it, you see how it actually moves. It changes between Reverse Flash and Batman, and it changes between old school Flash and the new drawing. These came out just recently. I love the actual work that DC did on these, so I had to pick these up. I'm actually just missing one of the lenticulars. It's actually in the mail right now as we speak, and it's coming, and it is for Batman issue 21. But I do have the Flash issue 21, and you see Reverse Flash alive, and you see him dead. So these are pretty awesome. You guys can pick these up. These are not too expensive, but they're all 9.8s. This is a great get, dude. Just holding on for these. This is a great storyline. Obviously, you're seeing the button, the reference that the Watchmen are coming. So definitely, if you have a chance to pick up one of these books, go ahead and do so. Look at that. I'm trying to show you. There he is, Reverse Flash. There he is, dead. So definitely got to pick one of these up if you're starting to collect. I'm going to try to take this out of the wrapper. Actually, I'm going to leave it. What the heck? Got Batman number 3 by Greg Capullo. This is a great storyline. This is from the Court of Owls. If you haven't read it, you definitely should read it. This is another 9.8. This is not a special cover or anything like that, but I love this. If you actually read this storyline, you're going to find that there's something going on in Gotham on the 13th floor of every building, and you really cannot beat Capullo. Come on. Capullo is amazing. I got actually every issue hardcover already signed by Greg and Scott Snyder at MegaCon this year. Switching from Batman, I will show you the only Spider-Man book that I have, and that is it. Spider-Man number 1, Todd McFarlane, Torment, issue 1. Dude, this was so classic. This was 1990. I had multiple versions of this. I lost them during a hurricane in Miami, Florida. Unfortunately, I was not able to recover them, but if I was going to get any Spider-Man book, this was it. I'm still trying. I got the complete set of issues 1 through 25 already bagged and boarded and sealed up, but I had to get this 9.8. And the reason why I'm getting these 9.8s, just holding them, not for any special value, but gifting. This is not too expensive. But if I want to give this to any future grandkids or anything like that, I think I'll be the best grandfather there is. So that's the reasoning behind this. This was my first CGC book, and this is House of M, issue 1, and it is a wraparound cover with the X-Men and the Avengers. This is by far one of my favorite storylines. This is Oliver's artwork. You see Xavier with the Avengers and the X-Men. I love this storyline. Obviously, you guys know the name of my account is No More Mutants. For this particular storyline's reasoning, definitely need to pick it up. By the way, for the most part, the rest that I have are all X-Men books. Reason being, because I am a big X-Men fan. That being said, here is issue 1 of Weapon X. Let me see if I can show this better, because this is my boy. This is Turner. This is Michael Turner, rest in peace. He passed away a few years ago, and they whipped out one of his pieces of art for this cover, which is just great. Weapon X issue 1 of this year. I love the way that they did this. And my next book to show off is a classic from 1995. Anybody remember picking up this? Dude, this is nostalgia right here. This brought me back into comics. If you didn't know, this is excuse me, Age of Apocalypse. This is the first cover. The first issue is a chromium cover. They introduce characters like Dark Beast, Blink, Morph is in it. The different alternate versions where Weapon X is missing a hand and so forth. And I believe this is a wraparound as well. Yep, there it is. There's Apocalypse. Too bad they didn't do that in the movie. It would have been so much better. Anybody agree with me? Say so if you can. Check it out. So this is one of my future gifts to future grandkids. All right. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, Old Man Logan issue 1 from Secret Wars. This is, who is this? I cannot pronounce his name. Andrea. This guy's work is amazing. I really like the art style that he has. This is a great storyline, and it brought Old Man Logan back into the main Marvel universe since Logan had already died. I'm going to shift this to the side. Showing off my Uncanny Avengers, issue 1. Uncanny Avengers issue 1, which is the Uncanny team, the Unity team, was Wolverine, Havoc, Rogue, Scarlet Witch, Thor, he was still Thor, and Cap. Cap was not even in charge. This storyline was really good. It went down for like another 25 issues. It wasn't a long run, but I actually enjoyed it, and definitely you guys should pick it up. Lots of things that happen in the MCU that changed. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, this guy got stuck. He didn't want to get up. In the meantime, Uncanny X-Men number 1 from 2013, which is the same year as the Avengers. Actually, no. It started, the Avengers started 3 months before that. And the Uncanny Avengers issue number 6. Yeah. Number 6 was Apocalypse. You can't see this. Let me see if I can take him out the wrapper for you guys. Here you go. There you go. There's Apocalypse. There's Thor. And there he is with his mighty axe before he became the mighty god of thunder with becoming worthy. So these are great kits. I definitely love it because the story introduces the axe, where it came from, the mythology of the axe. And definitely, this guy is Chris Bacalao, I think is how you pronounce his name, the artist. I liked his style. I especially loved his Magneto. You can see him there out of my reflections. Still got plenty to show. These are my keepers. These are not going anywhere. I am sorry. These are going nowhere. These are from the guys at IG Comic Store. Check it out. It is both of them, Old Man Logan issue 25. These are both variant covers exclusive to their site. This thing is beautiful. This is one of my favorite covers. This is by Mike Deodoto. This one as well. This is cover B. They're both virgins. They don't have any title treatment. They don't have any barcode. It's just clean art. This thing is so beautiful. I mean, you can really see the detail, and the only color in it is the blood, which is just awesome. I really love these. These are going nowhere. If I ever get to see Mike, definitely trying to get these suckers signed. All right, here's some more gets from this particular year. This was a hard chase. This one right there. There's my X-Men Blue, issue 1, cover C, by the great J. Scott Campbell, which I am a big fan of. You guys see me posting his stuff. And X-Men Gold by J. Scott Campbell. Both of them virgins, both of them no title treatment, no barcode at the top. They're both 9.8s. These were hard to find, especially this one. There was a whole big fiasco where the artist included some anti-Christian, I believe, anti-Jewish, anti-Semitic stuff inside the work. And so he got in trouble. He was actually fired by Marvel. So definitely, these are some of my favorite pieces. And I have one Jean Grey issue 1 signed and a second one signed by J. Scott Campbell. Just knocked over the camera. These, I got them at MegaCon, signed by him. Hard to get. Lucky Lou knows about this. People were throwing elbows, and if it wasn't for Lucky, I wouldn't have been able to get these. But they both squared out at a 9.8 and signed, slabbed, and everything. Really love Jay's work on this, so had to show these off. 1, 2, and I'm keep hitting the camera. Here is another J. Scott Campbell. This one's from San Diego Comic-Con. This is from Astonishing X-Men issue 1. That's a 9.8 as well. And that has Psylocke and Rogue both on it. That's cover D. He did 4 covers. And then this was from Jim Lee Month. Marvel did a whole set, I think 29 to 30 covers, where they just reprinted some of the trading cards that Jim had done years ago. But I got this one signed by Jim. It's a 9.8 as well. It's Jean Grey issue 4. Definitely keeping these suckers. These would be great gifts for grandkids or kids or anybody. I'm not planning on making a profit off of these. I'm just planning on gifting them. I think that's the best way. If you try to plan to make a profit, you end up usually losing. Gotta show this one off. Here is a Granov 9.8 Astonishing X-Men issue 1 with Psylocke on it. Here's another Granov. This is all new X-Men issue 16 with Jean and Scott. I posted the actual artwork for this just the other day. This one is had to be a must get. It's an issue 1. Look at that. Another virgin treatment. No title, no barcode, 9.8. I wish this was a virgin as well, but it's not, unfortunately. Has the title treatment. At least it's off to the side and smaller. I hate the barcode. Gosh, I hate the barcode. This was from the Battle of the Atom storyline. So definitely love these. The Granov is one of my favorite artists. That's one box. Let me get to the other box here. There you go. All right. Here is X-Men issue 7, X-Men issue 3. These skip around. I don't have them in consecutive order. I don't have them all. That is a goal. So definitely showing off. I love Jim Lee. You guys have seen that. I post a lot of his stuff on my account. Here's issue 6. It's 9.8. Here's issue 2. Another 9.8. Love Magneto. Magneto's one of my favorite characters there is. I got issue 1, the Colossus cover. I think this is C. And I got issue 1, cover E, where they fold out. I have them in these bags just so they don't get all scratched up. And I know it's poor lighting in here, but this is a 9.8 as well. This is the wraparound gatefold, which everybody must have. They're not worth a lot anymore. We all speculated that it would be worth a lot, but unfortunately the market tanked. On top of that, they printed so many and everybody bought them. They thought they can just flip them, and that wasn't the case. Here is a Wallace cover for Uncanny X-Men issue 281. Sorry about that. Issue 281. And that introduces the gold team. And here is issue 276. Another Jim Lee piece right there. Love that. Very reminiscent of what Mike the Adota did. So here is my issue 275 with a wraparound. Everybody, I think, is it wraparound or is it gatefold? Yeah, wraparound gatefold. Has both. Has Gambit, Banshee on the back with Magneto and the squad. You have Wolverine, that's Xavier. And then you actually fold this particular page out and you got more images. That's all part of the cover. Let me see what else I got here. Oh, yes. Let's see if I can. Do I have this in tape? Yeah, I have this taped up for you. Sorry about that. Got a call. And here it is. Untaped issue 274, the issue right before when Magneto. You have Magneto and Rogue. Sorry about that. And Rogue in Savage Land attire. And that was a great storyline. Loved it. Again, it's all Jim Lee work. So I got no cores, no issues. Another 9.8. This is one of my favorite issues, Extinction Agenda. You gotta love it. You definitely must read storyline if you have not read that. Extinction is just amazing. Completely amazing. Here's issue 271, part of the Extinction Agenda as well. We're going backwards, obviously. This was great. You had his team. Wolverine had a little squad of his own. It was Jubilee, him, Psylocke, and they were trying to rescue everybody. They got caught, but dude, you definitely need to read that. If you haven't read it, it's a need to read. Now these I just got. These are my 9.6s. And I got issue 171 of X-Men, 176 of X-Men. Stretching out here, people. 135, sorry. It was 137, 136, 135, and one more. 134. These are all 9.6s. These are my only 9.6s. Reason being, these are much older books, harder to find as a 9.8, much pricier as well to find them as a 9.8. But definitely love this. This is the Jean Grey, Dark Phoenix saga. These are the core 4 issues. If you don't have these in your collection, they're a must get. You definitely should have it. If I can get a 9.8, I would. Unfortunately, they're too pricey. Here's an all-new X-Men issue 14. It's 9.8. Going back to that, it's another Jean Grey story. I'm a big Jean, Cyclops, and Magneto fan. So that's why you see the majority of my books are X-Men books. Here is my 9.8, issue 12, Brother Against Brother. This is such a great storyline. It's young Cyclops from the past into the present, and he meets his younger brother who is now actually older than him. And he's pretty much insecure about himself, and you know, it just talks about the relationship, and you also see other things between Jean and Scarlet Witch. Here's issue number 4. It's Cyclops against Cyclops, young Cyclops against old Cyclops. This is taped up. Sorry about that. Here it is. This is the wraparound cover for issue 1 of All New X-Men. And you have Cyclops' team, and you have the old X-Men from the past into the present. I really did enjoy this storyline. One of my biggest complaints, though, is that they actually brought out her powers pretty big. They blasted her powers, made her super powerful in like issue 25 when they were with the Guardians, and you've never seen that power displayed again. And I'm wondering when are they going to go ahead and do so. I just got 3 more. 3 more, bear with me. This is issue number 3 of Uncanny X. If you don't have this storyline, you definitely need to read this storyline. They're all 9.8s, by the way. Definitely should read this. This is a special cover by Marco, and I cannot pronounce his last name. You guys can look at it. You see that? There's the cover name. You put this with 3 other or 4 other issues and makes a big a bigger picture. It's almost like a puzzle piece. Here's 2 more now, and here is issue number 2 to Uncanny Avengers. It's the issue right before that one. And this one's pretty old school. It is a 9.8. Everybody will tell me this is worth nothing. Doesn't matter. I picked this up in a comic book store myself when I was a teenager. This is from 1989. This is one of my favorite artists, Walt Simonson. It's the cover of X Factor, and it is the X-Men and X Factor together fighting Mr. Sinister in this issue. You can't beat that, dude. You can't beat that. Look at Sinister in the corner right there, and the corner box art. I really hope they bring that up. I know they brought it back, but like permanently. Leave the corner box art, because they've removed that, as you can see, from all these other issues. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. I don't have a lot, but I have a lot, and I just wanted to show and tell and share with you guys. My philosophy with collecting is get what you love. Don't be a completist, because you're gonna go broke. It's gonna be really hard to complete, and get what you like. I personally definitely want to get more Spider-Man books. I have not, because these are very pricey. You know, and most of the times the only way I can get this is with a deal with somebody. But definitely I recommend, if you have somebody that you love and you want to save something for them pretty cool in the future, that's what I'm doing. I'm saving these. I got my kids in college now. I'm expecting grandkids in a few, let's say 10 years, 12 years, and I'll have some pretty cool gifts to give them come Christmas time. When they tell me, hey, Grandpa, what am I going to get? Don't worry, Grandpa will hook you up with some cool stuff that you'll get nowhere else. So that's my goal, guys. Definitely have a great New Year's, guys. I really appreciate all the activity on the account, all the likes, the comments. I'm there watching you guys. Sometimes I'm running errands with the family, or I'm at work. Can't answer all the time, but I really do appreciate you guys staying with the account and sticking with me. It's been over 5 years. We're going on 6 years now. This year we're going to go in 2018 to not MegaCon, but Paradise Con for sure, which is in Miami, Florida, in a few weeks. And I will also try to be going to MegaCon in Orlando, because Jim Lee is going. And definitely trying to make it to New York. I had plans to make it to New York Comic Con. Unfortunately, Hurricane Maria and Irma changed my plans. I have family in Puerto Rico, and I have family here in Miami, and we all kind of suffered through some rough times with no power and no anything. So I really appreciate you guys standing strong and sticking with your fandom. And you know what? Go support these guys. You may not like everything. I get that. I don't either. But what you do like, go support it. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much for following, and I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.